Right, here we are with the senior instructor slide. Let's have a look at what we need to do. The question asks us to include all three pictures and to include a 5-second gap between each photograph, or to each photograph to stay on the screen for 5 seconds. We've already got the photographs, they're in the other slides, so let's copy them, put them into the senior instructor slide. And what we're going to do is each of these pictures are going to appear one at a time. Now we've got to decide how we want them to appear on screen. They can appear in exactly the same location if you want to, or they can appear this one here and then this picture could appear just next to it. It's completely up to you, as long as they have 5 seconds between each other and are only on the screen each picture one at a time. So what we need to do is add some animations to these pictures, and if we use a shift key to select all three of them, we can apply the animation all in one go. The first animation we need is for the pictures to appear onto the screen. So if we have an animation here that is appear, and we add that animation, this is going to appear on the screen and it will last for 0 seconds. That's fine, because we'll deal with the next thing in the delay. Now, when do we want it to happen? We want it not to start on a mouse click. We want each of these, okay, to take place after the previous event. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the first picture to appear, then disappear. Second picture appear, disappear. Third picture appear, disappear. So when the second picture appears, it must be after the disappearance that was just before it. So what do we do about the disappearances? Well, we need to add an animation. Don't be tempted to scroll down here and click on disappear, because what that will do is just replace your previous animation. What you actually need to do is add a disappear animation. Now, I'm using a basic animation. You can have a fade or a fly in, but it's not going to get you any extra marks. So the examiner's not going to see it, they're not going to care. So we'll just go with a disappear. Right, that has added that to all of them. It's going to be after the previous event, and then we need a delay of 5 seconds. Okay, so if we put in here a delay of 5 seconds, and now what we'll do is we'll have a look at our animation pane, and this now shows us everything that's actually happening. So we've got our first picture appears, then our second picture, then our third picture, and they all appear very quickly and then they all disappear. So what we actually want is when the first picture appears, which has been called picture 4 on here, we'll move this one up, okay, so that the disappear happens after the first picture appears. The same with the second disappear after the second picture disappears. So if we now have a look at this, okay, we've got a little problem here, and this is happening on mouse click. So we'll change that to happen after the previous event. There we go. And all of these, that one's saying with previous, we want it to be after the previous event. And this one here is also saying with previous, and we want it to be after the previous event. But I've made a very common mistake here. As you can see up with the delay, I've actually set it to be 500ths of a second instead of 5 seconds. What we'll do is we'll use the control key to select each of these 3 disappear animations. We'll get rid of that 5 and we'll put the 5 in here where it should be. Okay, now we can see, just pull this across a little bit more, we can see our full animation. It's going to appear, disappear, appear, 5 seconds, disappear, appear, and we've got a delay before the next disappear. Let's have a look at that and test it. Here we go. This is 3, 4, 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. So that's appeared. We've now got the delay for 5 seconds before that picture disappears. Okay, so that's that slide. You don't have to do anything at the end of it. We can just leave that picture on. That picture can disappear. You could copy and paste those animations, do it all over again. The question doesn't specify exactly what's got to happen. So you'll need to watch the next video now, which will be about doing the video for the car slide.